All right, welcome back to another backtesting session. Hey, y'all, let's get right into it. We're gonna do the second week of 2024, and hopefully it's better than the first week. We're on a one-day streak. And yesterday we did 0.71 hours. 42. All right, so yeah, hopefully it's better than yesterday's going 0-4, which it should be because it'll probably be a better week for news. Um, and yeah, let's get right into it. This is the Nasdaq. Okay, so this needs to be ES. Oh, not time frame. Yes. SP. All right. So it's on the hourly. So I'll delete all this. I'll keep this London high marked. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. That. Pretty cool. I'll keep that there. Delete this and that and that. All right. And then ES. I'll get rid of these things there. That. All right. So it's SMD. All right, so it is. I'll go. What is it? It's Friday, so I'll go to next day open. 15 minutes. See where we're at. I guess it. Our next session. Did I hold next day open? All right, yeah. So next day open. That's Sunday. Next day open. All right. What are we at? Monday, the 8th of January, 2024. So let me get there on FX replay. Monday, the 8th of January, 2024. And it's just a no news Monday, so things might be a little slow, but we'll get right into it. So no news, so I'll mark out 9:30, and yeah, let's get right into it. I'll probably delete this too. All right, so let's make ES a little smaller, and let's go to the daily and see what we are working with. So we have this little daily gap. I'll just delete this, honestly. We have this little daily gap right here. I'll make this FEG. So we have this little daily gap. We have this big daily gap, obviously. We are wicking. I could check to see for a daily, that'd be a 1 hour, I think. It's 4 hour, 15 minute. So this would be, if we have a 1 hour CISD out of this, which we do. Okay. And we got it a while ago. Came back down to touch. Up. Okay, so we have, I might be a little bullish, honestly, because we have a 1 hour CSD out of this daily gap that is in a obviously a discount of this range. So I'm honestly gonna mark that as my bias. So I'll say save. I will say, and let's go. Okay, what is it? The 6th? Oh no, 5th. 6th was Sunday. 7th was Saturday. Other way around. And then so it's the 8th. So Jan 8, 2024. Bias. 48. Okay, so I'm gonna say I am bullish because we just, not just, but we got, so I'll say we got a 1 hour CID out of a daily FEG in a discount of range. And then I'll insert the picture from file. Like that. All right. And another reason is because we kind of just pressed all-time highs, and usually we push a little bit above all-time highs instead of like sweep them out. So this can be a draw, and this big daily gap is also a draw for me. So those are my draws at the moment. I also could see because this is a CRT, so I could look for consequent encroachment of this wick, which would be right there. So I'll mark out that like here. Do I have anything that says CE? No, so I'll just put some text on there. Oops. Text, yeah. So CE. Okay, and then I'll save drawing template as CE. Alright, so that's CE of the wick right there. That could also be a draw. So I think all my draws are bullish today. So I have a strong bullish bias. ES, kind of the same story, except it's a different gap. It's up here, but it's still wicking, still CRT on the daily. So I'm pretty bullish. Let's go to the 4 hour, see if there's any good draws. So that'd be the CE. This is just a, could be news. 10 a.m. Friday the 5th of January. Was there 10 a.m. news on the 5th of January? There was. So that could even be a data high. Let me mark that out. That could. I'll go to like the, honestly, the 1 minute and see if that's a data high. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, but they're equal. Oh, that might actually be beautiful. I mean, where's 10? So it's not a data high because 10 is like all the way over there. But they are equal highs. So 577.25. Okay, pretty much equal highs. It's like a tick off. So I do like that a lot. Is another draw. So I think all my draws are bullish. So I'm very bullish today. Let's go down to the 1 hour. And we're just displacing, honestly. We are just displacing. So I'll mark out this high right here. I'll mark out this hourly gap right here. That. And then I'll go to the hourly on ES. None. Why does this look like that? Okay, scrunch up. So nothing too crazy. We might have an S&P with that high, or what does that say? Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll go to the, and I'll go down to the 15. I'll mark out session highs and lows like London, Asia, and previous day. So this would be London low right here. That would be London. Asia low got swallowed up. 20. Okay, so this would be Asia high right here. So that would be Asia. And then previous day high would have been Friday. So this would be previous day high, which is also the equal, I'm pretty sure. No. Maybe. Yeah, I think it is. So this would be previous day high. Soldiers Market in green for New York. And this would be previous day low. In 8:30. Yeah, that would be previous day low. So that'd be previous day low. So I actually like all these confluence. These are equal though, aren't they? Remember, yeah, those are equal in a gap. So I kind of like that, but I think I'm fine. And then we have this 15-minute right here. Yeah, we're actually delivering out of this 15-minute. Actually, we've already got kind of reaction. So let's just, what is it? No News Monday. So I'll probably wait until 9:30, unless I don't know. Let me skip to like 9. Let's see if we push up. What are we gonna do? I'm kind of hoping 9:30 is like a Judas swing. Do we have any hourly confluences? We do have this gap that just got formed at 9 o'clock, but it is pretty small. It is pretty small. Oh, are we way above this high on ES? No, that's a different high. Okay, so we're below it. This is an hourly, so the 15. So nothing really on the 15 on ES either. Hourly is looking pretty dead. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so we're going to take out that high. Okay, so we are pushing. We did just hit CE of the daily wick. Right there, but I think we will keep going up. So let's go back to the 15. Let's see if we can get a 15-minute tap. We are just pushing. I knew we were going to push too. Let's see what the 1 minute looks like. Yeah, I knew like I was super bullish, but I just didn't get an entry, unfortunately. So let's see if we can have a little retracement. What is this high? So that high is all the way up here. That's the previous day high, and we're gonna hit it. And we're gonna hit the, what is that? The daily gap? No, that's not the daily gap. Oh, it is a daily gap. It's not the big one though. I think we still do have room to the upside, but it is unfortunate that it's kind of just running. Um, wow, we are just going crazy. All right, well, honestly, there's really no entries. Probably an hourly gap now. Wow, that's just a huge candle. Um, I mean, there's maybe a 5-minute entry here. Not even. Wow, we are just cooking up. I'm just gonna keep skipping until I get a 15-minute tap, which may just be never at this rate. It's already 10:55, which I'm fine trading. It is macro time, so let's see. Let's see if we can get a little entry off this. Ooh, we are in this gap on ES. Um, I would like to see if this gap wants to get tapped on NQ. So we are in this gap on ES, but it is pretty late after the pump, so it might just be some chop. So let's see what happens. I mean, that's technically a CISD on ES, but it's not clean. Not clean enough for me to take, at least. Might work really well. Or, okay, there we go. That's actually really good. I like this internal manipulation right there. And this, if we can inverse this, or let's just play it out for a little bit real quick. See what happens. Okay. CISD would still be up here. Oh, but we do. No, it's just different. So it would still be up there. Okay, but we are. Oh, I actually do like this a lot on ES. Like that is the change, and we would go long right at the change. If it came back to tap us in, we did get this inversion. I feel like this is a pretty safe play. Where's the breaker? It'd be like here. That's where I wouldn't want to see it revisit down there. So that'd be my stop. This wouldn't be my TP. That'd be maybe a break-even spot. Where am I targeting on ES? The big daily gap is honestly my biggest draw. So let's mark that out on ES. Which, ooh, is that the same one? Wow, that is the same one, unfortunately. So, I mean, I'll just mark it out with the line, honestly. That's my big draw. See if there's any other 4-hour draws. Honestly, that is the pretty big draw. I could mark out this one too, but that, I mean, there's this 4-hour gap right here too. There's that 4-hour gap, 1 hour, probably some good draws. Yeah, like that high too. So I think, honestly, I will take this trade on ES if it comes back down to visit this. And what is this? This is a 1 to 2R. That gap and the big daily gap. I don't know if we'll get much higher though is the thing. Like, we've already pumped so much. Go like the 15-minute. We've already pumped so much off since open. But this is a good retracement. Honestly, right to... Oh, that's daily. Wow. Yeah, we've already pumped so much off open that it's like... I don't know. I think we could still continue, though, especially with this model. So I'm probably going to take it. If it comes back down, though, and I'll just take the 1 to 2R. So I'll set a limit order for 1%, and I will see if it taps me in. It does. Okay, so yeah, I like this trade. I would think about going break even right here, depending how, like, on the follow through. So let's see what happens. We need this change, or we need this inverse right here. Come on. Okay, that's looking all right. I don't really like how fast that moved. Yeah, it might just be chop. What is it? 11:39. Ugh. I'll skip to at least 11:50. Okay, that's good. Um, I'm fine going break even right here, just because this is like the majority move. But there is so like the reason I still like this trade is because there's still so many bullish draws. Is that really the most I can go? Alright, whatever. I don't. Alright, so there's still so many bullish draws. So I'm fine taking the trade, but we already did make the big move, so I'm fine going break even here, and we are just gonna get sniped maybe. Oh, and it taps us, and beautiful. Wow, that is rough. Look at that. Tapped us to the tick, and then just skyrocketed. So I guess I'll write this down. It's good. I guess it's only back testing, so I shouldn't be too mad. I will write down, not daily, I'll go to the 1 hour. I'll write down that my bias was very correct, as you can see. Just an absolute skyrocket in price. And I can honestly use the same image for the trade. So my bias was very right. Price just skyrocketed. Then I'll bring up the image. And trade. Wow, come on. Okay. Pictures from file. Okay, so I'll say it was a good trade that was in line with my bias. It unfortunate break even. Wish I got stop break even. So I'll just leave it at that because I'm not sure about my break evens at the moment. I was patient and waited for the 15, so I'll say I was patient and waited for a high time array tap. Then I'll say I entered at 11:20 and held. Sorry, I entered at 11:20 and held for 37 minutes. ENT at 11:20 and held for 37 minutes. Then I'll actually start putting what the max RR it went to. So if I'm seeing like a common trend, then I can, So it went to exactly 1R. So I'll say the max. I'll just put it off the side. So I'll say the max RR the trade went to before getting stopped at breakeven was 1R. All right. So that's day done. So now let's go to the next day. Jan 9. Oops. 4. Bias. And 48. And let's go. So I'll go back to this. I'll go back to the 50-minute on all the indices. And I will delete everything I don't need. Don't need that. Don't need that. This. That. Can honestly keep that. I don't really need that. This. That. And I can keep all those. Alright, so I'm going to skip and see where we go. And just a very bullish day after that, as you can see, which was probably expected, or which was expected. So it is now Tuesday the 9th, which is another no news day, unfortunately, even though yesterday was pretty good, but I just didn't hold. So 9:30 open. Let's go back to daily. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we might just have the same thing, honestly. Delivering out of the daily gap. Let's see if we have a 1 hour CISD. We do not. So we don't have a 1 hour CISD yet, but we are delivering out of the daily gap. It's kind of tricky, honestly. Let's go to the daily on the ES. I don't. Oh, that's 2 days. I was gonna say. That's still. I don't know what that is. I think this might be a 4 hour. Yeah, it is a 4 hour. So we have a 15-minute change out of the 4 hour. We do right there, but I'm not loving it. What is this line right here? Oh, that's the gap line. That's the daily gap line. Let's see if we have a 1 hour change out of the daily gap. It kind of closed above it though. We still don't. That's kind of crazy. All right, so let's go to the daily. Let's delete this because it kind of closed above it. We don't need this anymore too. Delete. All right, delete. It did hit equilibrium of this range, so that is. I guess I probably didn't delete that. There's something to keep in mind. Looking forward. I mean, we did just 4 hour. And we had a 15-minute change once it closed below here. And it hasn't revisited yet. So that's something I could keep. So I'll probably leave this up. Something I could keep in mind. Let's see if this is the same case on NQ. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not that confident that it'll do too much. All right, let's just go to the hourly. I mean, I just don't like this huge pump, honestly, and I don't think we're going to go all the way down. So let's see. Honestly, I'm probably more bullish today just because I don't think we're going to just straight down after a giant pump. So I will screenshot this and give my reasonings. So I'll say I am bullish because I don't think that we will just drop right after. Come on now. After a giant pump up, I think we are just tracing a little bit. I don't think that we will retrace. Okay, I don't know why it looks like that. Retracing a little bit. Alright, so I'll put that there, and then I will do that. Alright, so let's get right into it. I mean, there's so many like gaps here that I'll just probably mark out session highs and lows and see what I can do with them. That's pretty zoomed out. 15er. Alright, so trend line. Is this London? Yeah, that is London. Oops. Alright, so this is London low. This would be no. Like, do I mark it out at 2 or 3? Forgot again. It's probably not good. Let me see. Why is that so big? I should be on for this. I don't know why that's okay. Wow, that's a lot of. London's at 3. Okay, London's at 3. H is at 20. I'll just pin this right there. All right, so London's at 3. So London high would be like there, this 3 o'clock candle. So it's not that strong of a draw. And then Asia low wouldn't exist, but Asia high would be this right there. Okay. And then previous day high would be this. And then previous day low would obviously be all the way down there, but I don't think we're going to get there, so I'm not going to mark it out. All right, so these are the session highs and lows. not much to work off, to be honest with you. I mean, this 4 hour, like if we get a 15 minutes change out of this 4 hour, that's pretty bullish. Let's go to the 15, which would be up there for now. So it's still 8:15. I'm not gonna take a trade till 9:30. So we have another manipulation. Let's see if we can get a 15-minute change. Probably not. Maybe we manipulate. Ooh. Okay, so market open sends us higher. Could be good. But it also means that we tapped this 15-minute. So let's check the 1 minute to see if we get a little. Oh, and we do get a change in state, which doesn't look bad at all. And we may have an SMT as well. Not really. Okay, so this doesn't look bad at all. So we are in a downtrend. Let's go to like the 1 hour. So we're in a downtrend currently. We haven't hit the midpoint of this leg. We're not really that close. So I think we'll at least draw to this gap. So I think my draw, if I'm gonna go bearish right here, would be this line or this gap right here, because this is like the obvious gap in a discount. Yeah. And we're delivering out of that, and we just got a change. It's kind of a bad change, but it is a change. So it's not an awful trade, because this would be that, and then change right after. So it's not a bad. It's 5 minutes after open, which isn't great, but it's not terrible. I do like this trade, honestly. I do. Do I have something on my shift key? No. Okay, so honestly, if it goes back up to touch the change, I will take it. Or should I just take it right there? Well, it would already be a 2R to this. To this low, it'd be a 3. To here, it'd be a 4. So I'd go break even. If I would, I'll probably wait till this just to be safe. I'd go break even here at the gap, because this is where I could. And I'll probably trim some there. So those are like a break even trim spot. So I'm going to go limit order, save and journal. I don't want to journal it. I already did bias and all that, right? I said I'm bullish, though, but I think this short-term bearish trade is fine. So let's see if it tags me in. It did. Okay, we're tagged in. That's a really good reaction out of this gap, too. So let's see what happens. Boom. Okay, so this candle came down. It's past 2R. So I will, at this point, go break even. And I will trim. Good. I will trim, I guess, just 75. And I will go break even. All right, let's see if we can get the rest of this profit. That's not a good candle. That is not what you want to see. But I will still hold it for the love of the game. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to close it here. You do not want to see those wicks. So I'll close it for an extra 243 bucks. What would I make if it went to here? I don't know. You know, I'll just hold it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we get stopped to break even. Okay, so we did get stopped to break even. But good trade overall. Yeah, great trade. I mean, once you see these wicks, it's like, it's not going to go back down, which it almost did, but then it came back up. So after this, probably should have taken it off, but it's all right. I still won over 2R because I made back around 1,000, so it's still a good trade. And I got stopped at break even, obviously. So let's go back to the 15-minute. What gap is this? What did I even mark it on? Is this like a daily or something? What's this giant square? This is the daily. Is it a 4 hour? It is a 4 hour. Oh, and I was looking for a 15-minute change up, which would be up there. So I'm gonna unmark this gap just because it's really big and annoying. And I'm gonna go back to I'll go to the hourly, see what's happening there. And a whole lot of nothing. 15-minute. It's not a good wick. Alright, I'm gonna skip a little bit. We're just going back down. We are just going back down. So honestly, this full trade might have worked if put it at the high. So let's see. I'm gonna go. Okay, no, we are going back up, which is my initial bias. So I could take a possible look at like this. But we're creating an SMT now right there. So I could take a possible once this closes at 10:15. Let's check the 4-hour power through real quick. Look at open low. Okay, this actually is really good. That's probably the midpoint of that wick too. So let's go to the 15. Let's mark out this gap right here. I actually do want to see what time it is too. It is 5. What does that say? 17. Okay, no, it's 3:48. I'm tripping. Alright, so I don't got too much more time. I'll finish this tonight. Why does that say 17 though? Minus 2. Okay, because 12 is... Alright, yeah. Alright, so... Nice little camera fall. Let me see if I'm still on. I'm still on. Alright, so... I do want to see what happens if we do touch this 15-minute gap. But this would have to close as well. Excuse me. This would have to close as well. Oh, that's pretty low. So there we go. So that wouldn't be the gap. It'd be this right here. So we jump down it. Oh, we do. Oh, and we might have just missed. I guess I only skipped a minute. Okay, so this would be the change right here. I actually do like this trade if it plays. Would we have an SMT at all? No. No, not really an SMT. But this could be another potential good trade. So CISD. And it's still only 1033. So the macro. Okay, that is a change in state of delivery. Towards my draw. After a minute. Yeah, no, I do like this trade. Yeah, I do like this trade. So let me go. I'm fine market entering right here because it's very close. I'll go bodies. This will be my break-even point. That top high, because that's over 1R. And then I guess just London high would be my target, except that's not really a good high. I don't know. I'll keep that as my target for now, and I'll see what happens as we get closer to the target. So I'll save. Market. Okay. So I'll save this. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so I would be break even right here. I like to go a little up. So I'm just going to simulate what I would do in live market. And let me just put it on 2R. Honestly, since, I mean, how much faith do I have in it going up? Let's see. I made a decent amount. This is a 1-hour gap. Honestly, I think I'm fine with London. I'll just leave it at London, and if it hits break even, it hits break even. So let's see what happens. Or should I just go? I'm gonna go 2R. I'm gonna just get out for a 2R and call it a day. Or should it not be? I think we could honestly think we could go far up. I'll leave it at London. I'm not a wuss. Alright. Let me leave it at 2R. I'll leave this at 2R just so I can see what I'm missing out on. And it's a break-even trade, which I'm not mad at. And it'll push. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm actually glad I'm doing this, though, because this is the second break-even that has hit full TP. So this one, obviously, was a win. Right? Yeah, no, this was like a trim most get edged win. This was just a break-even that ended up hitting. So I'm going to journal this. I'm going to be done for the day because it's 2 trades already. It's 10:17. This is probably the biggest, the best move we'll get AM session. So, I'll go and journal my bias, which was correct because we went up a lot. It was actually very good. I'll go to this, go to 1 hour, maybe 1 hour. All right, 1 hour, 1 hour. And I will. I'm gonna get pause recording. What is this? This is a pause button. Oh yeah, pause. Oh, that's actually clutch. All right, so I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to journal. Say my bias was correct price skyrocketed again. Bias was correct, price skyrocketed again. But unfortunately, I think, I mean, obviously it's just 2 trades, but so far I'm learning that I need, because like, go back to yesterday, got stopped at break even, full TP. Today, same thing, after a winning trade, so it would have been a big day. So I'll go, this is trades, because I took multiple trades. And I will drag it up. And I will go to here, and I'll go back down to document the trades. So the first trade was after okay, so let me get a screenshot of this. I'll go insert pictures from file, boom boom. Say the first trade was after price had the 15-minute off of opening pump and then a quick CISD. So I anti-ER'd, but because it was against my bias, I made sure not to stay in trade too long. I scaled 75%. Where did I scale 75%? Against AG. And I can't spell anything right. I scaled 75%. Right here, huh? But it was more like down here. But I probably would have scaled. So I scaled 75%. I'll say at 2R. At 2R, and the rest of the position got stopped. But even after my final TP got edged. And then I'll say my second trade was in line with my bias continuation. It was a continuation because of, it's just how it was. I was trying to ride out this price like. So I'll say it was a continuation, or I gotta write how long I was in it actually. I entered this trade at, I entered before there, I entered right here. No, because I entered when it got retapped, didn't I? Yeah, so I entered like right here because I entered when it got retapped. So I entered this trade at 9:42 and I was in it for 18 minutes. So I enter ENT this trade at 9:42 and in it for 18 minutes. Okay, so my second trade, say, was my draw. And actually, before I write this, I want to see if price goes higher from here. So I'll go to like the 5-minute. I'll just start spamming. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're cooking. All right, that's good enough. All right, so I'll say shows my draw in higher and market going a lot higher. Market did go a lot higher. Okay. It was also after the 15-minute FEP tap plus 1-minute CISD. And I'll say let me just go to 16 real quick. Okay. All right, so I'll say I entered this trade. Where did I enter? I entered right there. So I entered this trade, and when did I get out, actually? I didn't know. Never mind. This is not when I got out. But yeah, it is because I didn't get stop break even. So I technically got out here. So I lied 17 minutes, but I don't really care too much. All right, so I got out of this trade right here. So I got in at 10:34 and got out at 10:58. So that's 24 minutes. So I entered the trade at 10:34 and was in it for 10, not 10:42, 10:34. It was in it for 24 minutes. And I'll say this trade once again got stopped, break even, and then ran to full TP and more. And I'll say all my bearish, bullish draws would have got hit. The max bar this trade have REACH is. So this is going to be a little bit of a long shot. Okay, that's not what I wanted to write. Trolls. Max. Okay, so like for this one, I said the max R of the trade support for getting stopped at break even would be 1R. And this one, I guess the max trade before it would have got stopped break even would have been right here at 1.4R. So let me write that. The max R of this trade would have reached, I'll say before getting stopped at break even would have been, see, that's, yeah, okay, so would have been 1.44R, but it could have been a, I'll just say 10 plus R trade, 10 plus, I'll do 10R plus trade if I didn't have a break-even spot. And that's because obviously, I mean, let's just see how much R would be. Oh, not 10 plus. I lied. Then it could have been around, I'll say, then 8.5 R max trade. But never break even shot. Alright. Good. Alright, next day. So I'll do Jan 10, 2034. Bias. I'll make that like that. Alright. Let's go to 15-minute. Just clear up some things. Don't need that. Might need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need that. 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 Don't need whatever that is. Don't need this. Don't need that. This. Don't need that. Don't need that. All right. Let's go to the next day. Oh, another pump and another dump. All right. So this is Wednesday, I believe. The 10th. And CPI's tomorrow. So today would be fine. Some weird news at 101 for some reason, but I think we're good for a 9:30 open here. What are we on the 25 minute? I'm on the 25 minute. All right, so let's mark out 9:30 open. And yeah, let me see. All right, so 9:30 open. And let's start cooking. What are we at right now? We're negative at 800. So far, let's see what we are so far on the session. So the 8th, I was break even. It was a good trade. The bias. Unfortunately, got start break. So I'm one break even, one win. So 2 break-evens and 1 win. So not terrible so far. And those are equal highs right there, actually. Would you have it? 804. 804. No, high. Wait, no, I'm tripping. High 804. Okay, so those are indeed equal highs. So I'm just going to mark those out right now because they're jumping at me. Equal highs. All right. All right. And those are those 2 highs. So like kind of an SMT, not really, but I think we'll go back up. All right. So let's go to the daily. And this is a very annoying thing, which I think will push through anyway. So I'm going to delete it. Same with this. Those are equal highs. And honestly, I think we're just gonna pump. To be honest with you. And I'll say that because come on now. So I'll say honestly, I'll just do it off the daily. I'll do my daily bias off the daily. Would you have it? Daily bias. Never mind. All right, let's lock it. All right. Make sure everything's working. All right, we good. Okay, so whoopsies. Okay, so I'll say I am still bullish because we are reacting really bullishly off of the daily EQ range and big daily FEG and discount of that range. I was gonna say RANGE. Oh, I say bullish because I meant to say R, not range. Because R, you're actually really below of the EQ, daily EQ range, big daily FEG in the discount of that range. Beautiful. And I'll insert that, and now let's start marking out some draws. I mean, there is this daily gap that I'm seeing. It's a good draw. Not on ES though. There's this 4-hour gap. Just these low gaps that I'm seeing on the other thing. There's this 4-hour that we may want to go manipulate. Hopefully not, because that'd be a big dump. And I kind of just want price to go, and I think we're ready to go. So let's go to the 4-hour on ES. If my PC doesn't crash. Come on. Cool. I guess ES is broken. Can I change? Let's go to like 1 hour Q. All right, so ES is just broken, I guess. So we'll leave it right there until it fixes. But on oh, I actually do like this. On NQ, we have this hourly gap, which is the first hour gap, and I guess only if you want to count that, but it is an hourly gap that price could react pretty swimmingly. Okay, well now everything's broken. Can I hit a little reset? Am I still recording? Yep, we are. Did my internet crash? Right, I'm gonna pause this and update it back when we are back. All right, I believe we're back. So I was talking about this hourly gap on NQ that I liked. It's pretty. Oh, it's also NQ. I was gonna say it looks the same. Yes. All right. So I was talking about this hourly gap I liked on NQ. We go down to 5-minute. Is still pretty early. It is Wednesday as well. Let me just. I guess let's just start skipping. Oh, I should probably mark out the ranges, the lows and highs. So London high, approximately right there. We're not gonna have an Asia high or even a previous day high. This is Asia low. Right there. London low would have been already taken, so that would be Asia low. And previous day low would be right here, which I really hope we don't get down to because I want to see price go up. So let's go green. All right, so we are delivering out of this 1 hour. So let's go to the 5 minute. That is 1 hour, right? Oh, yeah, so we're delivering out of the 1 hour. Let's go to the 5 minute. And this would be our change right here. I don't think I'm gonna take a trade this early in the day, if we even get it. So let's just, I guess, tape read it if we get it. It looks like we're gonna blow right through this gap. So get rid of that. Let's go back to 15 minute. And let's ignore that. We could get a nice little SMT right here. We still have, I forgot about these equal highs. We still have these equal highs. If we get an SMT with that right there, that could be pretty good. So let me see what happens. Okay, so we are, this looks like a very clear draw, and we are about to tap, what time is it, 9:13? We are in this 15-minute gap. So I do kind of want to see if we can get a reaction out of this to go take that low, and if not, then that is okay. So it'd be at 9:30, the gap would, yeah, no, we're not going to get this. So right it open. Wow, okay, so that is a no-go. 15-minute, we're not delivering out of anything. 1 hour, not delivering out of anything. It's kind of tricky. So we did have this really good, so if we do, hopefully we come back down. Hopefully we don't just sky, and we took the equal highs. That's not that good. So we already took the equal highs on ES. Yeah, all right, so let's see what happens for this today. I'm still bullish, I'm not going to lie. So, I mean, that gap could, okay, so now we're just going to dump. Okay, but now we do have an SMT. Kind of delivering from this gap. I don't know. I don't like it. Let me see. Let's just see what happens till 10. Let's see what's going on the 1 minute. I don't like it. It's not clean. Like, we're kind of delivering from this gap. Like, that's what's left of the gap. Go to the 1 minute. Like, that would be the change. That's not that clean. It did come down. So let's see what happens at 10. If we hold this gap, we could be in for a treat. Which it looks like we are, and it looks like we did just get a change up. No SMT. What is that? This is the 1 minute. Let's see. I mean, there is an SMT, like, right there. So, honestly, I do like this trade. Because my draw is very bullish. And after that initial move, I am pretty bullish. So, that is an SMT. That is an SMT. This would be the long. I'd go... Oops. This would be the long. I'd go stop right there. TP. Extendo to London. It's not a bad trade by any means, honestly. It is delivered from the 15 minute. That 15 minutes too is a little 15 minute. It did inverse this. It did come down, touch the change. 15 minute 4. Are we in a 4 hour gap? No. Not surprising. Honestly, I do like this trade. I do like this trade. So I will take this trade. Let's see what the R would be if we just targeted right here. If we targeted right there, 2.86 as opposed to, I don't know if we're gonna come back down as the thing. You know, I'll say we're coming back down. Or is there a gap we could fill? Yeah, no, I'll just say we're coming back down. So I'll put a limit order right there, and don't want to journal it, and I will see what happens. Okay, so we've got tagged in. So we entered on this candle right there. And yeah, if we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. Let's see what will happen. All right, and Boom. Boom. Darn. That is rough. Alright, so we get ticked. Oh, it's still 10-20. Why did we get ticked? I guess we never took the big low. So I guess we traded against relative equal lows. That's a no-no. Yeah. Let's go back to the 15. See if we can get another good entry. Oh, and it's just going. That hurts. Oh, man. Maybe it'll drop down for us for the one time. Let's go to ES. Let's go to 15 on ES. Not looking good at all. I mean, I can mark this out, see if it'll drop down in. So I think I know my problem with this one. First one. Oh. No, because that was okay, so first one, I guess I just traded against relative equal lows. Like these two. But that was the... I don't know. I think that's honestly just a fine loss. See if we can catch a little move back up to the upside. And we are in gap. See if it wants to finish a soft pause. Maybe not. 18. What's 15? I mean, we're in the gap. I don't hate this at all. We are in the gap. This would be the change. We would have a SMT at this low. And yeah, let's see what would happen if we smacked along. Right there. To London. Yeah, I don't hate this trade. Alright, let's see what happens. Place order. And we're so close, honestly. I'm just gonna market order. So why is it not doing this? Place order. Alright, so I'll market order and keep clicking save journal. Alright, so boom, 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 boom. I want to keep an eye on ES. That's not a good sign. Okay, we are chopping. 11:38. I guess it is pretty late. I think this still has hope. I like my bullish draw, and we are pumping. Nice, nice, nice. Let me go a little more. When should I move to break even? What are we at right now? Put it at 2R. So like right there is 2R. Another chop. I'm going to break even right here just because of the insane chop. And I will let it ride. What is this? 2R. I'll take... do I be... Nah, if it's going to go here, it's going to go to London. There's no way. So I'll leave it there. And we will get... Oh my gosh, is it the third time? Don't tell me. Don't tell me it is. Do not... That's not even... Oh, but my break even was up a little. Third time. Okay, this is a good learning lesson. This is actually a really good learning lesson. I mean, I'm glad it's happening in backtesting. This would be another win. Once again, it would be another win. And I would have got clocked at break even literally right there. So, and this was just a loss. But then I waited for a good trade and would have worked. Did we have any SMTs here? No, we did not. Okay, so this is actually a really good learning lesson. So, what time is it first? It is 4:17. All right, so this is probably my last. Insert a picture from file. There we go. I'll say, wait, no, what am I doing? I need to take a picture. Take a screenshot. So what was my bias? My bias was bullish, right? So I was correct again. Yeah, I had another correct bias. So let me go to the hourly. Take a little screenshotter. So I'll say my bias was correct once again. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I feel like it. And I'll insert the picture. insert that hoe. Pause. And I'll go trades, TRADES, capitalize it. And I will take a screenshot. And they were both on ENQ today. So I will say what will I say? I will say, I'll just insert it first. I'll say my first trade was not a bad trade after if a 15 and FVG tab CIC, but it could have been better. But it could have been better because I long against relative equal. I entered this trade at oops. I'll be back. Good. Alright, so I entered the trade at wow, that was a very short trade. I entered the trade at 10 o'clock, and was that literally just a straight? Yeah, I entered the trade at 10 o'clock and was in it for 2 minutes, so at 10 and was in for 2 minutes. The second trade was also 15 tab and CIC. Tarde trade was also good trade after 160. I entered this trade. I entered at 11:18, and I was in it for. I got clocked right there. So 11:8. So I entered at 11:18, and I was in it for 42 plus 6, 48 minutes. I ENT at 11:18 and was in it for 46 minutes. It got stopped for even, but would have TP. Okay, so now I'll do all of my, what time is it? 12:59, so I'll skip. Still going up. Okay, let's go all the way to market close. Okay, so I'll say, once again, I have a trade that got stopped at break even, would have been a winning trade. The trade went to, so I'm going to see how much R it went to before. The trade went to, so I got stopped right there. So the trade went to 1.27 R. So the trade went to 1.27 R for getting stopped at even, but could have been up to a, I mean, this could be crazy. Could have been up to a 8.31 R trade. It could have been up to a 8.31 R trade if held. My TP was at, I'll say, so because this is unrealistic, I'm not going to hold trades this long. But my TP that I was actually looking for was this London high, excuse me, high at 2.73. My TP was at 2.73 R. So 2.73 R, and it got smashed. All right, that's it. I gotta go to work, so that'll be it for this part. I'll upload them at the same time, but I'm just gonna stop this video. So I'll make it 2 separate videos. I'll make, I guess, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday today, and then I'm gonna make Friday and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, what am I? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this video, Thursday, Friday, next video. I'll upload them at the same time. So I will be back then. So yeah.